Psalm TV, the pulse of the nation. Psalm TV, the pulse of the nation.
Fellow Tarabians, my name is Professor Jerome Nyame, the People's Professor. I want to call on all 168 wards that continuous voters registration is currently going on. I urge you to get your PVC today, your voice, and your ticket to participate in shaping our dear states. Get your PVC now, keep it safe, and exercise your rights. Let's make our voice heard. Thank you. I remain the People's Professor, Professor Jerome Nyame.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing SuperCab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the SuperCab app today. SuperCab, your ride, your way. Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing SuperCab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the SuperCab app today. SuperCab, your ride, your way.
Good evening, viewers. You're welcome to News at 9 p.m. on Psalm TV. I'm Bridget James. This is the Pulse of the Nation. Follow us on Facebook at Psalm TV and stream live on YouTube at Psalm TV Live. Here are the headlines that matter. ACRISAL and UN's Food and Agriculture Organization continue on the Step Up Climate Smart Land Restoration in Taraba State. President Tinubu reflects on Nigeria's 65th independence achievements and challenges. Ex-President Jonathan urges hope, unity, and citizen participation as NOA calls for reflection, national values, and civic engagement. International news. Stephen Simoni unveils AI-powered autonomous gun called Bullfrog. Business news. Governor Soludo calls for unity and investment in citizens during independence. Entertainment news. Afrobeat star Rema named in Time 100 Next 2025 list. Sport news. TSU opens pre-NUGA Zone N competition promoting sportsmanship and unity. And now the news in full. ACRISAL, in partnership with the UN's FAO, intensified effort to restore degraded lands and combat climate change in Taraba State. Community involvement in Yerima and Namai communities was highlighted as crucial to project success. Field inspections and engagements demonstrated sustainable practices in agriculture, soil rehabilitation, and climate adaptation. The initiative focuses on increasing food security, promoting environmental stewardship, and empowering local communities by integrating international expertise with local participation. The program seeks to address land degradation, enhance resilience to climate impact, and strengthen rural livelihoods, reinforcing Nigerians' commitment to sustainable development and climate-smart agricultural intervention. Psalm TV correspondent completes the report.
In continuation of the engagement started yesterday in Zing, today the Agroclimatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscape Project, ACRISAL, in partnership with the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, is stepping up efforts to restore degraded lands and tackle climate change in Taraba State. During a joint inspection and community engagement in Yerima, Gasol local government area, stakeholders emphasized the critical role of local communities in driving the land restoration projects. Dr. Precious Agbeso, FAO team lead, explained how they are working with ACRISAL and the Federal Project Management Unit to restore degraded lands using innovative timber products. She also highlighted that the success of this project depends on the support and participation of local communities, as he called on traditional leaders to sensitize their people on the importance of supporting the initiative, stressing that communities are at the heart of sustainability.
We are here to pay homage to you for the project that the ACRISAL is doing in your community, for the support that the community have given the project so far. The project is about land restoration. And to improve the livelihood of the people. By promoting non-timber forest products.
Also speaking, the ACRISAL Federal Project Management Unit representative, Dr. Ruth Ogali, urged the community to integrate indigenous knowledge into the afforestation process. She called on the communities to not only plant trees, but also bring back economic species like mango, orange, guava, and cashew. These trees provide livelihoods, improve nutrition, and strengthen the local economy. She also reiterated that sustainability depends on what happens after planting.
Well, it's quite impressive. I would say that the plants are well established. We can see alignment of the planting and also they are thriving. So this is a good work.
Taraba ACRISAL project coordinator Dr. Clement Yakubu Giwa reaffirmed the commitment of the project team to delivering its mandate. He said the vision is hinged on restoring degraded lands and building resilience against climate change in Taraba State. He reiterated the determination of the state government to see the project through for the benefit of both present and future generations. The district head of Yerima, His Royal Highness Mohammed Suleiman, pledged his community's unwavering support, highlighting that land was willingly provided for the project. Similarly, in Namnei community, traditional ruler His Royal Highness Salisu Musa, together with stakeholders, men and women, joined the delegation in strengthening awareness on the fight against desertification and the promotion of ecological restoration. With community ownership and expert collaboration, the ACRISAL FAO partnership is paving the way for a greener and more resilient Taraba State.
The Rotary Action Group for Peace Taraba State branch has launched its National Community Violence Reduction Program and the 2025 Taraba State Grassroots Peace and Security Assessment, unveiling a multifaceted strategy to tackle conflict and insecurity across the state. The initiative, coordinated by Rotarian Zainab Hero and represented by Ambassador Asha Kayode, focuses on dialogue, early warning system, youth engagement and social media, specialized training for local security personnel, environmental conflict mitigation, and youth-focused deradicalization and drug education, reflecting the club's commitment to fostering lasting peace and community resilience throughout Taraba State. Some TV correspondent completes the report.
The Rotary Action Group for Peace Taraba State branch recently held a media briefing to introduce its National Community Violence Reduction Program and the launch of the Taraba State Grassroots Peace and Security Assessment for 2025. This initiative is designed to address the root causes of conflict and insecurity within Taraba State using a comprehensive, multifaceted approach. At the briefing, the Taraba State Coordinator, Rotarian Zainab Hero, represented by Ambassador Asha Kayode, welcomed stakeholders and guests.
And on behalf of the State Coordinator, who is unavoidably absent right now, she's presently in Jos for an official assignment. I want to say we're happy to have you here. We're happy to have you.
She emphasized the role of the Rotary Action Group for Peace, a Rotary International affiliate dedicated to promoting peace, preventing violence, and supporting resilient communities worldwide. In Taraba, their focus is on collaborating with government, civil society, and local communities to build sustainable peace. The program for 2025 centers around 6 key areas, which include organizing a state peace and security summit to facilitate stakeholder dialogue, launching an integrated early warning, early response system to swiftly detect and address emerging threats, establishing a youth social media police unit to empower young people in combating misinformation and online radicalization, providing specialized peace and security training for grassroots security personnel and local communities, implementing the Smart Climate Action for Peace program to tackle environmental causes of conflict, such as farmer-herder clashes and land degradation, rolling out drug education and peace-building programs targeting vulnerable youth to reduce crime and violent extremism. Speaker Job Sehiro highlighted the critical role of responsible social media use in preventing violence, referencing the media's involvement in the Rwanda genocide as a cautionary example. He urged youth to use social platforms wisely to help maintain peace.
There is an urgent need for us as a people to begin to now think of ways we can guarantee information online, because the social media is the biggest platform that is being used, and it is the only platform that brings people closer. And because it brings people closer, it is mostly used by young people.
Events concluded with an engaging question and answer session, allowing attendees to contribute ideas and deepen the conversation. The Rotary Action Group for Peace Taraba State Branch new strategy showcases their strong commitment to fostering lasting peace and security throughout Taraba State. Moses Peter, reporting for Som TV.
President Tinubu reflected on Nigerians' journey since 1960, acknowledging achievements and challenges. He highlighted progress in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and economic reforms, noting tough decisions like ending fuel subsidy and FX distortions to reposition the economy. Tinubu reported improved GDP growth, lower inflation, stronger reserves, rising non-oil revenues, trade surplus, and increased oil production. He praised the armed forces for security gains, urged youth to embrace innovation, and called for unity, productivity, and patriotism, assuring Nigerians of renewed hope and emphasizing shared responsibility for national growth. Jonathan urged citizens to remain hopeful amid challenges like insecurity, economic disparities, and institutional weakness. He highlighted Nigerians' natural wealth, cultural richness, and citizen resilience, emphasizing the importance of patriotism and optimism. Jonathan stressed unity, collective effort, and faith in the country's potential, urging citizens to work collaboratively to achieve sustainable progress. His message coincided with the federal government's cancellation of the traditional Independence Day parade, reinforcing the idea that nation building requires active citizen participation, dedication, and belief in Nigerians' capacity to overcome adversity and attain its aspirations for prosperity, security, and social cohesion. The National Orientation Agency urged Nigerians to use the 65th Independence Anniversary for sober reflection and commitment to national values. NOA Director General Lanre Issa Onilu, emphasized discipline, integrity, and unity as foundational for nations building. He commended government's efforts to revive the economy, but highlighted citizens' role in civic engagement and volunteerism. Schools, faith, and institutions. The communities were encouraged to promote dialogue on identity, democracy, and shared responsibility. The agency stressed that true patriotism goes beyond ceremonies, requiring citizens to uphold ethics, respect national symbols, and actively contribute to national cohesion, social progress, and collective development for a more inclusive Nigeria. Senator Akpotio Dohan highlighted accountable leadership as essential for Nigerians' transformation during the 65th independence celebration. She emphasized that the nation remains resilient yet challenged by insecurity, economic hardship, and inequality. Citizens and leaders were urged to uphold justice, equity, and service, translating Nigerians' potential into tangible progress. Akpotio Dohan described Independence Day as a reminder of the sacrifices of founding fathers and emphasized collective action to build a nation that works for all, leaving no one behind. Her message underscored the importance of citizen participation, responsible governance, and adherence to shared values for sustainable national development. Governor Kefas called for peace, unity, and active citizen participation during the 65th Independence Day ahead of the local election. He stressed fairness, order, and security. He paid tribute to Nigerians' heroes, recognizing achievements and ongoing challenges. Kefas outlined priorities in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and economic reform, noting that tough decisions are essential for sustainable development in both Taraba and the nation. He urged citizens to embrace civic responsibility, support governance initiative, and contribute to local development. The address emphasized that community engagement, social cohesion, and visionary leadership are key to achieving prosperity and lasting peace. Governor Fintiri granted state pardon to 6 inmates during the 65th Independence celebration following the Advisory Council on Prerogative of Mercy's recommendation. He cited the inmates' improved behavior and conduct as justification, directing their inmates' release from custody. The gesture underscores rehabilitation, mercy, and social reintegration. Fintiri emphasized the importance of fair governance, justice, and societal inclusion while commemorating national progress. Our correspondent, Ajoma Yusuf, has the details.
The event attracted top government officials, service commanders, traditional rulers, religious leaders, members of the state executive councils, students, cultural troops, and residents across the state. In a ceremonial march past led by the Nigerian Police Force Adamawa State Command, it highlighted the parade, school children, paramilitary units, and cultural troops thrilled spectators with well-coordinated performances that drew applause from the crowd. In his address, Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri congratulated Nigerians on a milestone and called for renewed commitment to peace, unity, and development. The governor urged the youth to take an active role in building a better Nigeria, emphasizing unity as the state's greatest strength.
Focus on economic reform and transparency has borne fruits. In 2019, Adamawa's internal generated revenue stood at 6.2 billion. Today, through fiscal discipline, digital reforms, and accountability, our IGR has grown to 16.2 billion, nearly tripling in just 5 years. This is how independence becomes tangible, when good governance translates into real development. Yet, freedom also demands responsibility. Governance must be anchored on justice, fairness, and transparency.
The governor urged the youth to take an active role in building a better Nigeria, emphasizing unity as the state's greatest strength. Earlier, the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Honorable Ilya James, delivered a goodwill message themed "All Hands on Deck for a Greater Nation," stressing the importance of collective responsibility in overcoming national challenges.
Our government is committed to ensuring that information flows freely, that citizens are heard, and that development reaches every community. We are investing in education to prepare our youth for the future. We are strengthening agriculture to feed our people and grow our economy.
Residents describe the atmosphere at Mahmoud Ribadu Square as joyous and symbolic, noting that the 65th anniversary served as a reminder of Nigeria's journey from colonial rule to independence and its continued quest for national development.
And the masses or the electorate, we need to support each other. We need to shun the aspect of nepotism. We need to shun the aspect of tribalism, issue of religion, and any other aspect that is causing setback to the country. Let us see that we do away with those things and put Nigeria first.
The celebration ended with a renewed pledge by leaders and citizens to uphold the ideas of unity, justice, and progress in Adamawa State and Nigeria at large. Ojoma Yusuf, Sun TV News, Yola.
Governor Okpeyolo urged unity and teamwork as Edo State celebrated Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. He reminded citizens of Founding Fathers' sacrifices, emphasizing the day as one of pride, reflection, and renewed hope. Independence, he stressed, going beyond colonial freedom, requiring collective efforts to harness opportunities for development. Okpeyolo addressed children and youths as the heartbeat of the state, encouraging them not to despair and assuring continued government investments in education, skills, and welfare. His message highlighted civic responsibility, patriotism, and nation building, emphasizing that collective action, social cohesion, and youth empowerment are critical to sustaining Edo State growth and national progress. Governor Adeleke granted amnesty to 36 inmates from Lisa and Lefe correctional facilities during the 65th independence anniversary. The decision followed advice from the State Advisory Council on prerogative of mercy and Section 212 of the Constitution. The proclamation forgave remaining prison terms for minor offenses, symbolizing justice, mercy, and rehabilitation. Adeleke emphasized the gesture provides a second chance for responsible living, reflecting societal values of fairness and reintegration. The announcement aligned with national celebration, highlighting the state's commitment to human dignity and restorative justice. It reinforced the principle that independence should reflect freedom, opportunity, and social equity for all citizens. Governor Nwifuru dismissed rumors regarding his health, calling them unfounded. During Ebonyi State 29th anniversary and Nigerian 65th independence celebration, He clarified that he was on official foreign duty and remained in good health. Nwifuru attributed false speculations to misinterpretation of his calm demeanor and appeared to youth not to misconstrue it as weakness. He remains committed to delivering on the administration's people-focused agenda and fulfilling developmental promises. The governor's statement reinforced public confidence in leadership, highlighting transparency, effective communication, and continued dedication to governance, security, and socio-economic development in Ebonyi State and Nigeria at large. Governor Abdulrazak vowed to eliminate bandits and kidnappers from following a deadly attack on Oke-Ode community in Ifelodun local government area. The ambush targeted vigilantes and a traditional leader, killing several people. Abdulrazak briefed President Tinubu, requesting additional federal support and confirmed deployment of the Army's 2nd Division GOC to Ilorin. Security forces neutralized about 15 armed bandits in border areas. He reiterated the government's commitment to protecting lives, ensuring justice, and maintaining law and order. The governor stressed that community collaboration, strengthened security measures, and federal-state coordination are vital to restoring safety and confidence among residents in affected communities. At least 5 people, including 3 students, were killed in a gun battle between Operation Wild Stroke troops and bandits in Kwande local government area, Benue State. The clash began after soldiers attacked a Chinese mining firm allegedly refused to escort youths for a district head's burial. 2 bandits were neutralized, and police said the student died from stray bullets during crossfire. Local authorities called the incident unfortunate and appealed for calm. The event underscores ongoing security challenges in the region, highlighting tensions between communities, armed groups, and security forces, while prompting renewed calls for effective conflict management. Troops from the 6th Brigade, in collaboration with the NDLEA, arrested 2 individuals impersonating police officers transporting 1,134 blocks of cannabis in Ukari, Taraba State. The suspects were intercepted at Takum Junction with 1 vehicle abandoned as they fled. The seized cannabis originated from Akure, Ondo State, destined for Adamawa. The suspects and exhibits were handed over to the NDLEA for investigation. Brigadier General Kingsley Ugwa commended the operation and called for public cooperation. The arrest highlights effective intelligence-led enforcement, interagency collaboration, and continued vigilance against drug trafficking and criminal impersonation, reinforcing security and law enforcement in the state. The Anambra State Police Command ordered the rearrest of Onyebuchi Umobodo and Ebube Umwezume over an armed robbery case after administrative error by a police prosecutor, prompting fresh charges before the State High Court. Commissioner of Police Ikoye Orutugu also directed disciplinary measures against negligent officers, emphasizing professionalism, accountability, and the role of law. The action demonstrates commitment to justice, protecting victims' rights, and maintaining public trust. It reflects the police's responsibility to correct errors, ensure legal compliance, and reinforce that criminal accountability is integral to law enforcement and societal security. The Delta State Police Command educated NYC Corps members on cybercrime, citizen rights, community policing, and police accountability at the orientation camp delivered by SP Bright Adafe under IGP Kayode Egbetokun's directive. The lecture aimed to reshape youth's perspective on civic duties. Participants were encouraged to uphold patriotism, honesty, and peace while learning reporting mechanism for police misconduct. The initiative promotes active citizenship awareness of legal rights and collaborative policing by targeting young graduates entering national service. The program seeks to foster responsible engagement, ethical behavior, and community-oriented policing, strengthening the societal foundation for public security and civic responsibility. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria suspended its strike after a federal government-mediated resolution with the Dangote Group. The union's National Executive Council agreed to halt industrial action, allowing reinstatement and redeployment of previously disengaged refinery staff, retaining full pay. Ministry of Labour Mr. Mohammed Maigari Dingyadi confirmed government intervention. The dispute arose from alleged mass transfers, dismissals, and replacement of Nigerian staff with foreign workers, which Dangote denied, citing operational needs. The intervention ensures energy stability, prevents disruption in refinery operations, and underscores government mediation's role in resolving industrial disputes amicably. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission urged Nigerian organizations to adopt fraud risk assessment and control measures. EFCC Chairman Ola Olukoyede spoke at the launch of ISO Fraud Control Management System by the Standards Organization of Nigeria and the British Standards Institution, represented by Commander C.E. Ibrahim Shazali. He described fraud as a threat undermining institutional capacity. The ISO framework provides global standards for fraud prevention, emphasizing collaboration, ethical programs, and internal control across public and private sector. Implementation promotes transparency, accountability, and integrity, supporting governance reform and strengthening Nigerians' business and public sector environments. The Federal Capital Territory Administration launched two initiatives during Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary at Asokoro District Hospital. Minister Dr. Maria Mahmood unveiled free mother-baby kits for safe delivery and neonatal care. Additionally, the Abuja Bread Fresh Air project promotes environmental sustainability by replacing firewood and kerosene with LPG cookers to reduce indoor pollution. Mahmoud stressed the government's commitment to maternal health, cleaner air, and improved healthcare infrastructure under the Renewed Hope agenda. Citizens were encouraged to adopt healthier living practices. This program demonstrates proactive government intervention in public health and environmental protection, aligning national development with citizens' welfare. The Cross River State PDP rejected the National Working Committee's claim that no state congress are called. State Publicity Secretary Mike Ogisi maintained the congress, which took place on September 27th with INEC, security agencies, and party leaders present. The National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, insisted the Congress was postponed and deeming any claim of legitimacy invalid. The state chapter challenged the NWC to provide proof of a valid meeting. Tension reflects ongoing internal party disagreements, highlighting disputes over authority, procedural legitimacy, and political influence. Resolution requires dialogue, verification of compliance with party status, and engagement to prevent further factionalism within the party. Tension escalated in Enugu Agidi, Nji Koka local government area when supporters of Igwe Michael Okeke and President General Chukwubuka clashed during the Brotherly Union Central Executive Council meeting. The village and branch chairmen were reportedly beaten, and the monarch walked out. Women and youth protested, alleging abuse of power, land grabbing, and intimidation, demanding removal of both leaders. Victims reported attack and property loss. Igwe Okeke urged peace, restraint, and government intervention. Unwara denied allegation. The incident underscores the need for conflict resolutions, community dialogue, and adherence to constitutional governance to preserve unity, protect lives, and prevent disruption of local institutions. It's now time for a brief commercial break. Stay tuned because the most captivating stories are just moments away and you won't want to miss a single update. Please don't go away.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way. Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable...
University of Kashere, the School of Postgraduate Studies, Federal University of Kashere, Gombe State, is inviting for application from the suitably and qualified candidates into the postgraduate programs of the university for the 2025-2026 academic session. It is important to note that only courses available for the session are advertised, and as such, candidates are advised to select only courses available in this advertisement. Candidates are expected to submit their application forms online together with scanned copies of their credentials. The available faculties and programs are Faculty of Agriculture, MSc Agric Economics, PGD Agric Extension, PhD Agronomy, PhD Crop Protection, MSc Agronomy, MSc Crop Protection, PhD Animal Science, MSc Animal Science, PhD Soil Science, MSc Soil Science, Faculty of Education, PhD English Education, MEd English Education, MEd Measurement and Evaluation, MEd Educational Management, MEd Curriculum Studies, PGD Education, MEd Biology Education, MEd Computer Science Education, Faculty of Humanities, PhD History and Diplomatic Studies, MA History and Diplomatic Studies, PhD Islamic Studies, MA Islamic Studies, PGD Islamic Studies, MA Christian Religious Studies, PhD Arabic Language, MA Arabic Language, MA Arabic Literature, MA English Literature, Faculty of Management Science, PhD Accounting, MSc Accounting, Masters of Accounting and Finance, MAF, MSc Business Admin, Masters of Business Administration, MBA, Faculty of Social Science, PhD Economics, MSc Economics, MSc Geography, PGD Geographic Information Systems, MSc